to bring together what everyone has said, right? The first speaker gave us a couple of tools that we used. So the first speaker gave us a couple of tools. Okay, so many AI tools. The second speaker went practical. He's a techie, a dev. And then finally, the last speaker has, instead of these foreign tools, he's telling you guys, we have a lot of tools that understand your local needs, right? So what I want to walk us through today is AI, broken down to a layman. So who is Wycliffe Onyalo? Wycliffe enough times too long. That's what some people call me, but I prefer to be called Wycliffe Onyalo. So, zero sales experience. I'm not a salesperson, right? I'm a marketer by experience, but by training, I'm a computer scientist. So recently, I started doing AI research work with Google. It's called Google Research Africa. So what I'm going to take you through basically is breaking down what this AI is, and then now we have to, as the brief was given by David, is how can you apply AI in your day-to-day life to save more time, okay? So that you focus now on human connection and relationship building and closing deals. Because just based on everything that has been said, especially if you look at the last bit by Alex, AI is going to help us do a lot of things, but it's not going to replace you, right? So you need to take advantage of AI to be able to create more time for yourself to do meaningful stuff. Admin stuff, let machine do the thing, okay? So that is me. So I'm here in my personal capacity. I'm not here to represent Google or Android in any way, okay? So I'm here in my personal capacity. Whatever I'm going to say here does not necessarily represent the views. I need to give that disclaimer for the company I work for. Yeah. Now, there's someone who told me he's here today to get to know. There's so many things that I said about AI, but today they want to know what exactly, how can AI be beneficial to me in practical terms. A lot has been said. I'm not going to repeat. Okay, I'm just going to pick on stuff that has not been said that I feel will be relevant to you, right? Now, before 2023, most of us, AI was sort of like a silent something that you hear but you don't care about it. So what happened in 2022 November? Who remembers? Yes, you're right. Someone has mentioned, you're right. ChatGPT was launched, okay? And essentially, what ChatGPT did is it allowed you to interact with a computer that has been trained on 1,000 and billions of stuff existing online, right? And then it was mainly text-based. I remember for my master's project, what I did, I built an AI chatbot for students at Nairobi University, okay? This is way back. This is 2021. But it was not as intelligent as what I'm currently seeing. It was rule-based. Essentially, this is the student guidebook or guidelines. So these are the guidelines. You feed into a system, then if you ask question, it only focuses on what they've already fed it into, right? So fast forward, where we are today. AI is able to see, AI is able to understand, right? That's why you're talking to AI, right? AI is able to think, and AI is able to see, listen, think, and do for you. That's where we are at the moment. And we're moving to something called agentic AI. These are terms probably you have heard. So a couple of things that we have done some demo here. So right now as is, you have to tell AI what to do. Then you sit back and write it down. Where we're heading to, AI will be working in the background for you. So that's what they call agentic AI. So essentially, AI doing all the stuff that you hate doing in the background, okay? And also, there's bits of agentic AI, and also there's physical AI, okay? Physical AI is the stuff around robotics and all those things. So that's where we are heading into, right? But for today, we want to see how the existing tools can help you save more time. And I'm not going to talk here about ChatGPT, Cloud, Perplexity. I'm going to talk about what? Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about tools that I use on an everyday basis and how they save me time. Okay, and how they can save you time. Cool? Fantastic. Now, I got some stats from Salesforce that 55% of sales professionals actually use AI for prospecting currently as is. And then 2% say it significantly improves outreach. Okay? And finally, 80% of top performers use AI for personalized communication. Now, personalized communication, the key is personalized communication, not robotic communication. Most of us are using AI wrong. Okay? Somebody, I don't know, David, I think you have who has sent, just copy pasted whatever reply from AI, put into an email you send to someone. I'll detect and I'll most definitely not read it. Okay? Now, what am I going to talk to you about today? I've tried as much as possible to break down this thing so that it speaks the language of a salesperson. Okay? So, this on the left, most of us know. Some of us even know what's on the right? But few of us know what's on the right. Most of us know what I can do on the left. Write emails faster, summarize meetings, action points, all those things. Okay? Basic lead research, can be able to do that with the AI, then schedule follow-ups. That one you can be able to do, the basics. Now, what we are going to do together, and I'm going to be able to demo today, is how can you build your sales brain? Okay, what does it entail? Now I'm going to talk about role playing and objection handling. This was already done. He demoed it. I think Hamilton demoed it when he was doing the Gemini Live demo, right? Where you can just give AI the role that you want it to do, and then it can coach you, or it can be able to interact with you, via audio. So pipeline, coaching from your CRM, how to be able to pick insight from that and be able to, just drive more sales or drive more conversion. And then competitive intelligence, how can you be able to do marketing in a way that is simple, but give you insights that can help you, get more attention. And then of course your personal AI sales agent. I'll delve more into vibe coding. So the rest have been talked or has been already explained earlier. So I'll just go through them quickly. Where we're going to spend some time is vibe coding. What's done vibe coding here? Or who know what vibe coding is? Of course you. Listen, who else? Okay, not done. Scratch that. Who has heard about vibe coding? Alright, cool. So I'll dwell more there. So easy again. I just quickly, it was someone explain. What most guys have come to learn based on data is use AI as a search engine, as your Google, which is wrong. Okay? You can't do that. You're supposed to use AI the same way you'll engage a new intern or a new hire. What does that mean? You have to give these people context of what you want to be done. Right? You have to tell them exactly who they are. You have hired a marketing intern, for instance, or a sales tribe intern. So that's their role. Context has to be very, very clear. Okay? And then the action that they need to take. And then finally, what we call the constraints. So I'll give example. Constraints like, give me feedback in less than 200 words, or in bullet points, or whatever. So there are those who have already mastered the art of writing a good prompt, and then there are those, like the first speaker said, you can still use an AI tool to be able to get a good prompt. Okay? But either way, you just need to know how to write a prompt. Not every now and then you can be using so many AI tools. The more AI tools you use, the more you get confused. And then all this thing will just be another hype out there in the market. Take one AI tool, master it, be productive, save time, and then the time you get there, use it now to close more deals or to interact more with your customers. Because as they say, there's that famous saying that David Axema, also Alex mentioned about AI will not replace you, AI salespeople will replace you. Okay? So essentially, salespeople who use AI, what they're going to do is they're going to have more time in their hand to talk to more clients, as AI handles the administrative work and the boring stuff, the CRM and all those things. Okay, so how elite people will use AI to get quality output. This was already talked about. I won't delve much into it. I just want to summarize something here for you. The most important thing is role. So you are an elite consultative enterprise account executive specializing blah blah blah. Then the context. Tomorrow I have a 30 minutes discovery call with the CFO at company X. Their company is cycling with delayed. So what's the context? So don't go to AI to write for you this one. Remember, for AI, garbage in, garbage out, right? So you must first of all understand your market as a person, because that's what you have that AI does not have. AI does not understand your client better than you understand your client. But AI can help you, right, to be able to create more time to work with your client. So the context, and then you tell it the task. What do you want AI to do? I want to generate 5 advanced psychological treatment discovery, blah, 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 to uncover the emotional frustration and quantify the exact financial losses. And then you can put now the constraints, optional. Just say, please, can I get this in maximum 5 bullet points? Okay? So that's the best way to do prompting. 2 options, use this, or alternatively, just go tell Gemini. And for this discussion, if I use Gemini, the word Gemini, you can replace the word you want to use. Okay? But based on what I've been able to research on, is using one tool, paying at all the mental fatigue of having to think about 1,000,001 tools. The most important thing is not how many tools you use or how well you know those tools. The most important thing is, are you saving time? Are you working smarter? Right? Bottom line, that's the bottom line. Now, I'll then straight into demos. Okay? Because that's why we're here. So, the first demo that I'm going to do is, it was already done, so I won't delve so much into it, and I'll use Gemini. So I'll go outside of that. I've already pre-populated some of this stuff because of time, right? So the first one, and before we go there first, I want you to open your Gemini app. I'm sure all of us have our Gemini app, so just if you don't have it, download. If you can't download the app, go to the browser, search Gemini. Okay? Since most of us already have a Gmail account, automatically it's logged in. So try that. And if you want to be able to personalize the Gemini, so that it doesn't give you generic answers. Bottom left, you go to that settings icon here. Click on it, then you go to personal intelligence. Okay? So that if all use Gemini use the same way, chances are very high you're going to see different people seeing the same CFO. You're going to be able to pitch, and then you see, what are you guys? Are you speaking the same language? So Gemini is supposed to be unique to you. So you go to personal intelligence, click on it, and then down here, give instruction. Yeah, you give instruction. Okay. So this way you can be able to add the instruction that you want to give Gemini. Okay? You want to tell Gemini, for instance, please, all your answers should be corporate jargon free. Okay? All your answers must follow my personal writing style. Because we already know your personal writing style. Okay? Avoid XYZ. So that's where you describe what you want Gemini not to do going forward. Okay? Now, example, I prefer short, concise answers so that you can be able to do that. So let me just get out of that. So with that out of the way, we can be able to go to the next. So to the next, this is now basic. I don't know how many of us use this. If you go to Gemini, and especially also use Google Workspace. Folks are using Microsoft Office. Another session we'll talk about you. But today, I want to speak to folks who are using Google Workspace. Okay? Even in your personal capacity, I'm sure you have a Gmail account, right? And you have your personal emails. That sometimes we normally focus on our personal emails when you are job hunting. So, your personal email. Let me just remove these other prompts. There's a couple of prompts here. The first one. So if you just write at, for instance, you can be able to reference all these Google tools or these Google products. The moment you have said, let's say, at Gmail, you're telling Gemini, now go to my emails and do 1, 2, 3, 4. In this particular case, I'm using an example. At Gmail, scan my inbox from the last 48 hours, highlight any emails from clients asking about pricing, scheduling, or proposal that haven't replied to. Okay? So just at Gmail, what you want. You can as well see, at Gmail, give me important email that I need to focus on today in the morning, right? So that it checks whatever was sent, whatever you did not respond to yesterday, and anything that was sent at night, then it will be able to tell you this is the most important thing, and this is how you need to be able to structure that. So instead of you opening your email and going through, skimming through it, see which one is important, just outsource that thing to Gemini. It's free, right? So in this particular case, I want to be able to, and by the way, I'm using free Gemini. This one is not the Pro. Pro has more features. So for today, for simplicity and for uniformity, I'm using what all of us have, provided you have a Gmail account. So at Gmail, scan my inbox, blah, 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 that I haven't applied, then you run it. So what Gmail is doing is going through your inbox and then doing exactly the instruction you have given it. Remember, this is a machine, you're the one who needs to speak to it, right? So it looks like your inbox is completely clear when unreplied emails, so it means I replied on my email. So do it to your personal email. Let's do this thing practically, right? And the prompt can be anything, provided you just say at Gmail. You can say, check all my emails sent to me today, and tell me the most important that I need to pay attention to, or the top 2, or top 3. So it will do that for you. I think this one it has responded this way because I already did this, and then it checked all things, and I already responded to that. So in the interest of time, let me just go again. So again here at Gmail, search my recent threads with client. Let's say client, whatever the client name. So who normally sent me? NCB. Huh? Who's my bank without NCB? NCBA. For their team, what are the top 3 and answer question, objection, and this now comes to you exactly as a salesperson. You receive a lot of emails, so you need to be able to let the machine tell you if there's anything important that you need to pay attention to. So it's the same use case. Let me go to the one that I've not done, which is you see account, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, invest proposal. So it will tell me that. Okay? So this is my personal. So calendar. You don't want to go check when you have space in your calendar. Just outsource that thing to Gemini. Gemini, please check my calendar. Tell me if there's a 30-minute slot. Okay? And now when you use Gemini Advanced, and some use by coding, now you can be able to tell you to schedule the meeting automatically. So you do not need to buy any tool. You just need to use the tools that are already available to make your life easy, save more time. So I want you to check if I have time today, then schedule a call with a client. So remember, these are just the basic. I'm getting the basic out of the way so that you create time to be able to do stuff that matter. So I don't have any event scheduled between 12 p.m. and the end of the day. You can pick a 30-minute slot, blah, 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 blah. Okay? I think while at that, yeah. Don't worry, I already wrote these prompts. And be able to share with David will be able to share with you this. So this one is still in the same discussion around emails. Okay? What are you asking this one to act as your sales chief of staff? Hata wewe unakuwa na your personal chief of staff. So what are you telling AI to do? So review all unread emails from the last 24 hours and give me a brief, actionable priority list. Ignore general internal newsletter, automated notification, and general spam. Focus exclusively on revenue driving and relationship protecting activity. Start your response, blah, 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 blah. Keep it punchy, and then you can say, let's run this one first, and then we'll tell it to be sending me that every morning at 7:30 a.m. Okay? So high priority deals, nothing to report, and also because this is my personal emails. So for you who's a salesperson, you're going to have a lot of things that require attention, and then you'll put them into buckets. High priority, pipeline momentum, inbound leads, networking, and then it comes to tell you. So what I can be able to tell Gemini is automate this to be coming to me daily at 7:30 a.m. So it will automate it, right? So every 7:30 you'll be getting that. So remember, what we're doing here, you see it was already automated. It's telling me there, acts as my agent, blah, blah, blah. So 7:30, it will be doing the schedule proposed in advance using blah, blah, blah. So every 7:30, you'll be getting alerts here. So when you go to vibe coding, the alert can be sent to your WhatsApp. Okay? And when I talk about vibe coding, it's just vibes. Meaning, you speak your natural language to the tool, and then the tool converts that into a code, okay, and then it executes it. Now you need to have the advanced version so that you can connect now to this particular other softwares. But basically, this one will be coming to you on a daily basis here. We have done that out of the way. So let's go to this other one, which essentially is my framework with demo. So turn your pipeline data into actionable intelligence, right? So you have your pipeline. So you want to be able to get something that is important for you on that particular day. Because what I've said is I want to save you time, I want to be more productive, and I want this thing to be as practical as possible to you as a salesperson. So you have your, I had it somewhere, you have your pipeline. You have it here. So you have your pipeline. So what I'm doing here is analyzing my current pipeline, my attached pipeline or whatever, and tell me which deals are at risk, which should I prioritize this week or today. What is the most likely reason installed deal went cold, and what is one specific action I should take on each? So you have your pipeline somewhere. You just upload that to Gemini, right? And then you put that, and then you can also automate this to come on a daily basis. So we do that. Let's see what Gemini does. It just has some data that are not just for discussion purposes. So this is not real. I don't have Beauty Bank giving me money. So essentially, as you can see here, it said deal name, Equity Bank, cloud migration, 12 May, current stage proposal sent, installed for the last 21 days, likely reason it went cold, procurement bottleneck, the head of IT approval, but checking it with procurement usually stalls momentum if it's treated as a cold handoff. One specific action to take. Stop emailing the IT head. Instead, send a polite note asking if you can help package the compliance or wide documentation required by the procurement director, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Your sales team, you understand better. I pull some pipeline from the internet, and then I make it practical, relevant to you as an audience. But these are the things you can be able to do with Gemini in as far as the second use case is concerned, which is how to turn your pipeline data into actionable intelligence. And then this is the third one. How best can you compete your competitor, for example, right? So let me give an example of so a Safaricom home fiber sales rep and a GTL home fiber sales rep. You all want to pitch to this hotel, okay? To be able to use your home fiber. One of you must have an upper hand if you're using AI. If you're both using AI, you both have an upper hand. So what will help you is your personal connection. You let AI to do the research for you. And since this is Gemini, it's Google, it's going to give you real-time data, okay? Then write 5 questions I can ask my prospect to surface those weaknesses without mentioning the competitor by name. You have done your research, you know these people are also, okay? They're also talking to fiber or Jamii Telecom, and you represent, let's say, Safaricom. I'm a sales rep for your company. So just for context, again, remember it must know who you are. I'm a sales rep for Safaricom home fiber, office fiber, whatever, like that. So essentially, what I'm doing here is intelligence market research, okay, to be able to knock my competitor out of the deal. So top 3 weaknesses of GTL fiber, and you know to mention these 2, right? The name, you already know, limited coverage footprint. The bread loaf, hardware and range bottlenecks are recurring hardware pain point for GTL residential users. Their stock hybrid routers. Customers frequently complain that the provided routers are bulky, aesthetically outdated, and have weak Wi-Fi range. I've not used GTL, so I don't know whether this is true or not true, but since it's coming from online, it could be feedback given. Stick fair, usage policy, blah blah blah, recent negative news. It has done all that and then giving you the pricing gaps. Okay? So remember, this one's helping you to do your research very fast. And then you can go convert this thing into now a deck of some sort or a slide. And I'll show you how to go about that, especially on the NotebookLM, which was mentioned, but I'll give you 1 or 2 things that I believe was not covered. So those are the top use cases that I wanted to do. So let me do the last one, which is on AI sales. So this is the deck I'm presenting. I uploaded to my NotebookLM. So with NotebookLM, the difference between NotebookLM and Gemini is that NotebookLM is restricted to the documents you're provided. So any research, anything it tells you is based on the documents you're provided. Okay? So if, for instance, there's a tender document or RFP that you put there, you upload it there so that it doesn't go fishing for information outside what you've provided. So that's the key difference between the 2. Okay? And then once it has the information, you can do all these things on your top right. Convert it to audio overview, that was done by Nadia. And then convert it to slide deck, you're seeing what's up here. Video overview. I already did a video overview for this particular slide. I'll show you how it looks like. These are the things sometimes you normally see folks make money with online on YouTube. You ask how to make money, right? There's a deck they convert it to an animation. So we did this. A flashcard for you to be able to remember this. Mind map as well, quiz, all this infographics. So let me go through explainer. This one. Play. Because I already did it from this deck that I'm presenting.
Welcome back to the Explainer Focused Learners. Today, we are getting into a real high-stakes masterclass derived directly from Wycliffe Onyalo's brilliant insights on how to completely transform your sales workflow. Look, if you're wanting to elevate your game, cut through all the noise, and finally move past the beginner stuff, you aren't exactly
blah 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 blah. So essentially, you've seen that. You can be able to even teach and have your own YouTube channel and teach folks how to go about this stuff. You can change if you don't like that voice, you can change the voice you want, okay? If you don't like that particular voice. So, this one was Mindshift, whatever, flashcards, that's easy to remember. I did this because of time so that we move faster. So this is just flashcard. When you're going to do going to pitch or to do your presentation or something, then blah 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 blah. So just some quick talking points based on the information you're provided. Again, I'll repeat, this is best and actually the best when it comes to utilizing the information you are provided. And then Gemini will be great when now you want also to get more information online. Okay. Then finally, what do I want us to do? Now I want us to do vibe coding. So I don't know if there's anyone who can be able to. I don't know if there's anyone who can be able to tell me something that they would love to build. Maybe you have it in mind, but you have never found resources to build it, so that we build it like all of us together and we see it running. Anything. So as he speaks, before you speak, you don't have your laptop. Okay, you can go to your phone. You can download the Google AI Studio. It's an app as well on your phone. Google AI Studio. If you have a laptop, just go to Google AI Studio. Yes, please.
So it's a tool or a product that I'm describing.
You want to? No, it's not really. You can describe. Because at the end of the day, what it does, this one is a platform. It can also be a product. Because let's say, for instance, you want to build, just for discussion purposes, you're a campus student, you have a side hustle, right? You want to be able to track, maybe you sell shoes, you sell whatever, you want to be able to track, so you want to build an app for that. You can build the app, okay? Which can be a product, because from the app also, people can be able to make orders from that app on this pair of shoes, whatever. So it can be both. So just describe building.
I use Odoo for my CRM, right? And it has its limitations. So what I'm trying to build is a CRM that then I can update from the calls that I make and update it through WhatsApp. Then the reminders from WhatsApp. So that's
build. Let us say build a simple CRM. I'll be typing as you're saying that I can.
So one, I can build the CRM that can help me update the pipeline through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Track it, update it through WhatsApp, and then track and send reminders on WhatsApp, and also does the recording and updates the comments as I do the calls, both on WhatsApp and SMS.
Okay. Now I want you to repeat them so that we capture all those skills that you want here. So build a simple CRM that can help me so there's step one, update my pipeline rule charts. Okay. Can
Just putting like can update through WhatsApp, and also listen and record as I have conversion with customers. So that's it. And then can send out emails. Can send emails. Emails from the recording to the specific customer that have just had a conversion.
Now, just make a happy. For us to build some of these features, they require the premium because now here it means I need to go get the API that connects me to my Gmail, right? So some of them will require that, but it will tell us. Don't worry. Your work is to talk to. It's like now. It's like you're briefing the best software developer in the world. Okay, verbally, through vibes, talking, and then the person will figure out what to do backend. When they encounter an error, they'll come tell you this is not working because of X, Y, Z. If they need more data, they'll come. So for now, that's it, right? Okay. So for you to make your life easy, take the basic prompt. Okay? Take the basic prompt, bring it back to let's bring it back here. So we say, for instance, make this prompt excellent for vibe coding in Google AI Studio. So Gemini does the prompting. You take the prompt, copy, paste it on the AI Studio. It does the thing it needs to do, right? Copy it. So context goal, I want to build a lightweight functional coded CRM web application designed for blah 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 blah. Let me bring it here so that you can see it. So remove all this. Sorry, have you opened your Google AI Studio? Right? So you go to no, it's not on the as an app. It is. You said what? Oh, okay. Just register. Then for now, let's go to the web. Go to Chrome. Go to the browser on your phone. Yeah. So Google AI Studio. And then you should be able to see what I'm seeing on my screen right now from the web. And then you will go to on your left, the build. You go to the build. Do we all have this? Google. We can just write the direct URL aistudio.google.com. aistudio.google.com. Put that in your browser. Most of us, are we there? Okay, super. Have you clicked on the build? Yes. So remember, you describe it in the best way you know how. Then you take that, you put it on Gemini to convert it into an excellent or a good vibe coding prompt. Then we paste it here. Okay? We paste here the way imesemekana hivyo. Now, I've noticed something that we need to do some authentication. We just tell it right now to just do it for, let's write that down here. Let it run purely here. Let's say use vanilla JavaScript. So vanilla JavaScript is so that it doesn't ask you for things that you don't have API. I don't know what. So use vanilla. So that is this is purely for demo. So keep it simple. So we build, and then as you can see here, you can also build it as an app. So right now what we are building will just run within the AI Studio. We can build it as an app, then you export the app. Okay. So some of these things we'll be able to cover them in a separate session, especially when I'm using the premium version of Gemini. So build. Just click on build. So what's happening here? This now you're contracted a software engineer to do for you something. You just give them the idea, then they bring all that thing. As it runs, it will ask you for some stuff there. And the good thing, if it encounters an error, it will tell you have found this error, cannot auto-fix, then it fixes it for you automatically. Okay? And also it will ask you to select a design. So we have reached the stage where we want you to select a design. So maybe you don't like that, you can go to this one. You don't like black tag, professional polish, maybe this one, natural tones, blah blah blah. So on the right, what you do is different professional. You go with this. So on the right is the sort of UI that you want to give it. So ordinarily you could so select this. Ordinarily this is a big word, but essentially what it means is to automate something. So it runs in the background. Okay? Now, I want to build, and I've also told you the tool to use, make.com and Gemini. Okay? No coding. Guys who view or go through your LinkedIn profile, okay? I want you to research them automatically. Any person who clicks on your LinkedIn profile, build an AI agent that does a research about them, okay? And then it does a personalized outreach to them based on their profile, right? And then it has to come to you as an email, as an alert for you to approve. Once it approves, it goes to that person. It can go via LinkedIn message or via email. This one is simple to be done, but at face value it appears difficult. But I want to give you something that when you do it, then you will have the confidence in you that you can be able to leverage AI to do something practical. Okay? So this is the homework that I've given you. If you get stuck anywhere, you saw my name, please just ping me on LinkedIn and we can take it from there. But for now, I want you to go do something that will also jog your mind and help you put all these things into practice. Right? Thank you. Let me see if our thing completed. It was one of the most difficult things. Okay. Allow microphone access. Here we are. Okay. So, we have also built it. So we are analyzing it together. So I want you to help me tell me if it's achieved whatever it is you wanted it to achieve. Right? Now, it has given some names here. So let's what's this? This is Bruce Wayne, leads, blah blah blah, EOSAP, active, subscribe, other deal. Let's add a deal, you see. So contact name is David Mulwa. Company, for now let's work with Sales Tribe, though David has so many companies. Email address, David, give me your email address. give me email address. The two, you have your 254. Don't give us US. Just give us here. 254? 722 142 457. Then let's contact it, proposal sent, close. Let's say just a proposal sent. Initialize the deal. So it comes here, and then let me see what I'm able to do. Update proposal. Update. Let's say update the. No, not propose. That one deal closed. What are the options that were available there? So one there was. So it was closed one. So let's update this one. What I want you to know is we have built a CRM platform using plain English, right? So this is what you can be able to do on your own. And then here you see what's written here, publish. Now you can publish it, but there's now an extra step where you need what we call Gemini API to just put it. It's not very difficult. You can do it, but one or two things you need if you already paid for it. And once you publish, you can share this thing with your whatever. Set up billing. You see that you want me to set up billing. So for you to publish, you need to pay kidogo so that I can also be paid salary. So essentially, today, to recap, is I've told you what AI is, where it's coming from, where it is, where it's going. I've told you how you need to use AI today in plain English to be able to save time, to be able to be ahead of the crowd or ahead of the pack. I've also told you how you can be able to leverage NotebookLM, convert your decks into something that you can easily remember and going to present. Okay? And I've also told you how you can be able to leverage Gemini to do a research about your competitor. Okay? Quickly. And I've also walked you through how to make Gemini work for you. Lastly, we have done vibe coding. This is just scratching the surface. There's a lot you can do with vibe coding, and I've given you homework. And I've told you use vibe coding and makeit.com. Makeit.com allows you to do a lot of automation, right? All the best. I'll take any questions. Thank you so much, Chris.